Okay, hi everyone. In this video I am going to show you the best and easiest way to make a photo calendar. Now, like me, as a photographer, you may well have been asked or are often asked if you sell calendars. Well, selling calendars is not easy. For a long time I said to people that no, I don't sell calendars. Quite simply because selling calendars involves obviously making a calendar each year, putting it all together. Then of course you have to get them all printed, and that costs money. Then you have to decide how many I'm going to print, so how many can I potentially sell, because the problem is if you print off a batch of them, say 100 or 200, you have to sell all of them. Otherwise you end up throwing them away or giving them away for free to friends and family. And that really isn't viable. So for that reason alone I never bothered selling calendars. The other thing of course is that even if you got 200 orders, you then have to print 200 calendars, you get them delivered, you then have to package each one and send it out to each customer that has purchased your calendar, and this is time consuming too, and a lot of hassle, quite frankly. So when you look at the kind of money that you would make selling calendars and the amount of work that you put into it, it's really not worth it. But these days there is a much better option: print on demand. The technology today has improved so much that the print on demand is actually much cheaper than it ever used to be. So now it's actually a more viable option to set up your calendar in a print on demand company. And then what you can do is, once you've got it set up and you've got it saved, you can then promote and advertise your calendar through your own website, and anyone who purchases your calendar, you can simply log into your print on demand site and place an order for that one calendar. And here's the best bit: you can also arrange that the calendar is shipped directly from the print on demand company to your customer. You don't have to get involved at all. Now, these days there are a lot of print on demand companies. I use a lot of them to sell my wall art through, but not many of them actually do calendars. So the one that I use, and the one that I've been using for a long time now, especially to make my family calendar each year, is Photobox. This is a really good site, and I can actually tell you that the calendars I receive every year, the quality of these calendars is really good. The print quality is good, the paper that they use is nice and thick. It's a really good quality calendar. So I highly recommend Photobox. Now I've recently signed up to their affiliate program, so if you are interested in doing this and signing up with Photobox, then please go down to the description and click my link down there. I would really appreciate that. Anything that you purchase I will get a small commission on, but of course the cost doesn't change. It's the same to you regardless. So I really appreciate if you do decide that you want to do this, then please use my affiliate link down in the description below. So I'm going to show you in this video how to set up your calendar in Photobox, and then how you can then set it up to advertise and promote it through your own website and sell it through your own website. So let's get started. So if we go to the Photobox website, you can see at the top here you've got a variety of products. You can actually make photo books, canvases, prints, wall art, all sorts of things. So there are many other things you can do as well as calendars, and you can do the same thing with these as I'm doing now. Of course you've got cards as well even. So but anyway, this is about calendars. So let's click on here, and these are the choices of calendars you've got. You've got medium, small, large, desk calendars, and even photo diaries. And you've got A4, A3 mostly, but there's also an A2 large calendar option. So if we come down here, here is the large A2 large premium quality calendar. Now if you're selling high quality landscape photography like I am, you want to create a calendar that reflects that. If you've got beautiful landscape photos, people don't want to, well, maybe they will, but most people are going to want a nice big calendar up on their wall, so it really showcases the beauty of of those images. This one up here too is also a good option. It's an A3 or A4. A4 is a bit small. A3 I find is better. An A3 personalized wall calendar like this. Now the advantage to this one, the picture's still quite big on it. If you have an A3 one, the picture still comes out quite big. But the calendar part is also quite big too, so there's a nice big space for people to write on the calendar. So some people, of course, they want a calendar which they can write notes on, write dates in for appointments and things like that. So that may be an option, whereas this one down here just simply has the dates down below. So you could make both. You could make as many different type of calendars as you like, advertise them all, have them all saved here, because once you set up a calendar here, you can save it in your Photobox account, and at any time, whichever calendar somebody purchases, you can simply go in, place an order, and arrange for it to be shipped directly to that customer. So that's a huge advantage to Photobox in my view. Many different options. Now the price on here is the price that you will pay. So of course you want to set your markup on top of that. The prices can vary a bit depending on how many you order. The more you order, so if you order 5 or 10 or 20, then obviously the unit price is a bit cheaper. If you order 1, then the unit price is higher. So plus also every now and then you get these discounts. Photobox comes up with these 40% off codes or discount codes, especially on the run up to Christmas. And so that can be an advantage to you too. Now you want to set your price according to the highest price that you would pay for a calendar. So that would be your base price, and then you want to put your markup on top of that, of course. But the advantage then to the discounts is that if somebody places an order at the time that Photobox is running a discount, then of course you're going to increase your profit margin in this respect. Or if you want, you could offer a discount to your end customers. But you know, that's entirely up to you how you do it. But you want to set your main price based on the full price that you would pay for the calendar. So if we come down here, let's set up an A2 large photo calendar. So you come down here, choose your calendar, click on it here, and it takes you to the calendar page. Now you can actually choose that your calendar starts for at any month. Actually, you could, if somebody orders one in the middle of the year, and they say that they would like the calendar to start from now, then there's no reason why they couldn't do that. You could have a calendar that runs from April 2022 to April 2023. I personally don't see why, but anyway, it's an option. But typically you're going to set up a standard calendar and you're going to set it up for the next year. So I'm going to set one up now starting January 2023. So I'm going to set up my 2023 calendar now. So we set that up, click create now, and it takes you into the creator section of the website. So here is your calendar here. Here's your calendar template. If you click through, here are each month, and here is the section where your photo would go. You can change this. You can even add 2 photos, 3 photos. You could have a montage of photos if you want to, or you could just choose the default to have 1 photo here. And this is your cover page. So again, this is the default, you can keep it this way, just insert a photo here, or you can get rid of this. You can add more text here if you want to. Same for all the other pages, you can add text if you want to. On the left here are your albums. So you can put all of your photos into an album. You can create albums and put photos into those albums. Obviously for each calendar that you want to make, you want to create an album for that. Here are some of the albums that I've created for personal use as well, and family calendars, as you can see. So you simply click to create the album, give the album a name. So let's call it, I'm going to create a seascapes calendar. So let's call it Seascapes Calendar 2023. upload the photos. So come here and select for your computer. So the good thing, of course, is to have all your photos chosen and ready. And what I do is put them into their own folder, so I can navigate straight to that folder and then just upload them rather than hunt around my computer trying to find them. You want to do all this before. It saves you a lot of time. And upload those photos. And once they're uploaded, click to continue. And then simply scroll through each page and choose which photo you want to put in. You simply drag the photo across. And you can then click to adjust it. So obviously it's not going to fill the whole frame, so you might want to set it where it goes. Go on to the next one. Quick and easy. Be careful when you drag it. So you don't drag the whole thing. So you want to click. There we go. Now, as you insert, you'll get a little tick here on the left, which indicates that you've used this photo already. So that's quite handy, actually. There we go. And that's it. So you can scroll through. Now for your cover picture, you can choose one of the best ones, or you can choose an entirely different one, of course. It's completely up to you. But let's insert this one here. Now, as I said, you can edit the frame itself. So if you decide that you want to have the picture go across the whole like this, and then leave the text overlay like this, you can change the text font, the text size, the justification, make it bold, various things like that. You can do crazy things like rotate it even. You can change the color of the text, so let's make it white, for example. And then we can add more text too. So you can add more text to this itself, or you can add a whole new text box. It's entirely up to you. Now at the top here, you've got the options to add another image or to add text. Down here, you've also got other options. You can add some illustrations if you want from their stock of illustrations. You can change background colors. Now, this section here also allows you to change the layout. So there are a variety of standardized layouts that you can choose from, actually. So we could choose this one here, or we could choose this one here. So sometimes it might actually just be easier to scroll through and find a layout that you like. So you can choose a layout for the page, and you can also choose the layout the same for each page. So each page on its own, you can choose a separate layout if you want to. Or you can just do it manually by dragging in, when it says add an image, for example, if you drag this in, if you click, it will add a box, and you can then move that box around and position it wherever you want. So you can do it all manually, or you can use the templates that they've got. The same with the text. We click to add text. Now we can resize and move our text box around. So we can add the text manually this way. So if we say seascapes, we can keep the font, but you can change the font, of course. Seascapes, and then I can position that, for example, here. If I want to make it bigger, I can do. 96, nice and big. If I want to change the font, I can do, but I'll leave it as it is for now. And then click to add another text box. Let's try to resize it. That's quite good. It gives you some guiding lines. So here I can whack it into the center. Now I want to make this text smaller and add my name. And again, make it white. And now I can drag this box here and centralize it. I can lift it up a bit maybe. There we go. Ooh. So just as an example for now. So that is my cover picture for the calendar. And again, as I say, if you want to, you can choose a different template or add more photos. We could do the same here. You could create a montage of photos rather than one, or however you want to do it. It's really, really good. So let's say, for example, that we're now happy with the calendar. Here we go. We'll scroll through each month. We'll scroll through each month. This is how my calendar is going to look. So it's an A2 premium calendar. So it's going to be nice and big. Once that's done, it auto saves the calendar, of course. You want to give it a name. Otherwise it will just give it a default name. Sorry. So let's say Seascapes 2023. Okay. Up here you can save it manually if you go to this button, but it also auto saves it periodically, which is quite useful. So here, if you click this, this is telling you now for your product price is going to be $34.99. If you go to we go back to your main menu here and then go to My Creations, you'll now see this here. You can edit it at any time, so if you want to change photos, add photos, it's really, really good. You can also duplicate it. Now, the good thing about that might be that somebody may actually want a bespoke calendar, or they may well ask for some different photos, and in which case you can offer them a bespoke option and say, choose 12 photos from my website and I'll create a bespoke calendar for you. Obviously you'll charge a bit more for that because it's a bit more time involved. But there's an option, and then all you can do, if somebody does do that, they say I want this A2 calendar, but I want to choose 12 of my own photos, then you simply come in here, you can duplicate the calendar and then go in and change the photos. So that's really, really useful. So once that's done, it's saved, and now if somebody comes through your website and places an order, you just simply come here, click review an order. They ask you, of course, to review the calendar layout, that you're happy with it, and then if you are, you just click to go to checkout. And here at the checkout, you simply select the delivery details. So you would enter your customer's address, delivery address into here, your customer's phone number, and away you go. Choose the shipping type. If you've got the offer code, then put that offer code in, of course, because then you'll save yourself money, and away you go. So you can see that by doing this first of all without any discounts, choosing one, you would get the full price. So the maximum you would pay for this is $34.99, and then you put your markup on top of that. So I would say, for example, $44.99, for example. Give yourself a £10 markup or a £5 markup. You can add this up to $39.99 if you want to make £5. However much you want to make for each calendar that you sell. So that's it really. And it's that simple. Once somebody's made a purchase through your website, you simply come into your Photobox account and click to order and have that calendar shipped directly to your customer. Now, as I said, you can very easily also change this to create a different calendar. So you can do the same thing that you've done there, just choose the different calendar type. You've got your photos already in the album, so you can create different variations of that Seascapes calendar. So if I come in here, I've already got my photos here, so I can then do the same thing. And now I've created an A3 upright calendar with lots of space down below for people to write things in. So now I've got two calendar types that I can put up for sale. And we can do that with all different variations that are available. So if we hop across to my website, you can now see that I've put both calendars up for sale. Now I have a WordPress website, and in my WordPress website I can use a plugin called WooCommerce, and I can actually make this available for sale and people can purchase and pay for it through my website. And then once somebody's placed the order and paid the money, I can then go onto Photobox, place that order and send it directly to the customer. So it's quite simple really. I've just created a single page. Now I took screenshots of the front cover like this, and then I took screenshots of everything all together. So people can click and see each page, each image for each month here. They'll see the front cover here, and on this side you can see the front cover, the first few months because this is a portrait calendar, and down here the rest of the month. So given an illustration of the calendar, gave a few details about the calendar format, size, thickness for people to make their choice. I put a bit of information here about how the calendars are made. UK delivery only. Now I'm choosing this option. You can choose obviously to ship it worldwide. Photobox will ship it anywhere, but it becomes a bit complicated maybe calculating prices. You could do this through WooCommerce, but I've decided myself just to have a UK delivery only, and to make it easier to set up, I've just set the price including standard delivery, which is £5 within the UK. And then I've put that if somebody wants delivery to other countries, please contact me, and then they can tell me where they are. I can give them a price for the extra delivery and then make arrangements separately from my website. So down here I've also put, or browse my galleries, select 12 photos you like and contact me for a bespoke calendar. So here I've given people the option, if they want to choose 12 of their own pictures from my portfolio, they can do so. They can get in touch. I'll give them a price for a bespoke calendar, and if they agree, then I'll put that together for them and sell that to them. Obviously I'll charge a bit more for that because there's a bit more time involved in sourcing the photos and putting them together, but it's an option if somebody wants that. So at the moment, if somebody wants to buy this calendar, they'll click the Buy Now button, and that takes them to the product page I've set up on WooCommerce, and they can click to add to cart, or they can choose the quantities if they want. So I've set the price. Now if you remember, for the A2 calendar it was £35 for me to purchase and print. So I set my price at 45 plus £5 for the delivery. So the price includes delivery, as I've said. So for the whole thing it's £49.99. If somebody wants to purchase that, they click add to cart, and they can go through and pay with credit card, bank payment, PayPal, all that. So they've got these options. Down here I've got the other ones, so related products. So we could go back, click buy now for the A3 portrait calendar, and the same there. That was £25 to make, so I set the price at £35 to purchase plus £5 for delivery. Same option here, click add to cart, and again down here, related products, they can look at each calendar. So it's that simple, really. Now you may think this is a high price for a calendar. Well, okay, you could maybe this calendar would cost you £20 in IKEA, but you would have a calendar that thousands and thousands of other people have got on their walls, probably all your neighbors have got on their walls. This is something more unique. I value my work, so I think this is a fair price for the calendar, for the amount of work that I put into getting these photos. And at the end of the day, if I sell 10, I sell 10. I'm going to make £100 on that if I sell 10. If I sell more, great. If I don't sell any, okay, so be it. I spent a little bit of time putting the calendar together for sale and putting it up on my website. So I've lost a little bit of time, that's all, if I don't sell any. Now, each year, I can simply go into Photobox and renew that calendar. Make it a 2024 calendar for the next year. I can easily just swap out the photos for some new photos. So it's very easy to change each year. Once you've got it set up, then you're ready to go. So it's a really, really good option for selling calendars, in my view, and it's the best way, I think, to do it. So there you have it. I hope that's been useful for you, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, and if you're new to this channel, I'd be really grateful if you subscribe. And remember, if you're interested in doing this, setting up your calendars in Photobox, or even using Photobox has numerous other products available. You can make photo books, you can purchase canvas prints, ordinary prints, a variety of other wall art options, photo gifts, mugs, cards, cases, kid stuff, all sorts of things. So Photobox has a really, really great choice of products which you can have your photos printed onto. You can use them for yourself, you can print them and order them yourself and sell them at markets, art shows, wherever you want, or you can do a similar thing to this, put them up for sale on your website. Okay, so thanks for watching, and as I said, if you do decide to hop over to Photobox and set up a calendar or buy anything else, I'd be really grateful if you'd use my affiliate link down in the description. That would really, really help me a lot. So thanks a lot for watching, and catch you later. Bye bye.